everyone and welcome back to my channel. So thank you for everybody who has subscribed. If you haven't, please do. Don't forget to comment, like, share, all those nice things below. As you can see with today's title, today I will be talking about cannibalism. If you don't know what that is, I'm here for you, okay? I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have anything to add or any questions or something along those lines, you're more than welcome to comment in the comment section, and let's get into it. So what is cannibalism, right? So in pure simple English, cannibalism is when one person eats another person's flesh, eats another human being's body parts. So that's what cannibalism is. So in murder, it is usually fetish cannibalism, where the murderer or the serial killer or whoever eats the person after they kill them. So also, it doesn't have to be a serial killer. It can be a one-off thing where a person kills another person and then eats them. That's cannibalistic behavior. So it doesn't have to be that it's like this serial killer who killed 95 people or something. It doesn't have to be that. So also, it can be consensual and non-consensual, meaning that one, you're a victim of circumstances where you just got killed for nothing and then the person eats your body parts, or you can be a person who actually wants to be eaten, and there's actually a website where cannibalists can meet people who want to be eaten and then they do their little thing over there. So obviously there has to be mental health problems, because it cannot be normal. So these people are loners. They have self-esteem issues. They feel like they have very irregular and abnormal attachments with people, and some of them have this longing for a particular relationship. Like maybe you didn't have a dad or a mom or something, and you just feel like you have a longing for a particular relationship. They have a neediness. Like when it comes to relationship, they're just very unhealthy. But maybe they want too much attention, or they just have very irregular expectations from relationships, right? And so they will kill their victim as a means of keeping that person with them forever. Because I didn't have this particular relationship, I'm gonna eat my victims, because then they will stay with me forever. I will be their master. They will be in me forever. I will have them forever in my life because I have eaten this person. So I guess their soul or just their spirit will stay with me forever. So for them, I think I read somewhere that for them, like, the act of killing is not what's important to them. It's not the it for them. So that when they kill you or they rape you, for them it's just like a afterthought. Not even an afterthought, but it's not important. The important part is when they cut up your body and eat you. That for them is like, oh my goodness, so good. So it's obviously a sexual act, So it's like they live out a sexual fantasy. It's like something that they fantasize about, and they actually live for that moment when they cut up your body and they eat you up. And that's why, like, if you ask, well, some of them, there was an example that I read of where the person doesn't consider themselves a rapist, but they consider themselves a cannibalist. So like I said, the rape was not actually, like, they don't care about that. Like for them, it doesn't count. The important part is indulging in the leg or the thigh or the whatever. Okay, so ways of, like, some signs of a cannibalist is watching people sleep. So if somebody gets into your house, like bush you at night, and watches you sleep, they like to be around unconscious people, so that's why most of the time they'll drug people and then maybe watch them as they are all drugged out. Dead people. So they like to be around people who are not aware that they are there. So the person is unconscious or dead or sleeping. And another sign is drinking blood, because I mean, ew, man. Also, my thing with this whole cannibalism is the smell and the blood. Like, who cuts themselves like with whatever, and then when you suck your blood because you're just trying to stop the blood, nobody thinks, oh my goodness, actually this is it, like let me try cut my whole hand and see. Like, nobody thinks that way. So the fact that they like drinking blood, is blood even delicious? So yeah, anyway, the blood gives them powers. Like, for them, the blood gives them power and strength, so they feel like they get that when they drink blood. And then another thing is killing animals. Yeah, because you graduate from killing animals to killing human beings. So yeah, that's another time. And another way that a person can, I'm gonna say mistakenly, become a cannibalist is when you like recreationally doing a drug, cocaine, tig, whatever, heroin, and then you're under the influence of the drug, and then you get into a fight with somebody, right? And then you kill them. And then after killing them, because your mind is not 100% there, you decide, actually, let me cut you up and eat you. That's another way that a person can actually eat a human, and it wasn't really, like, they didn't wake up dreaming of eating a human being. And obviously, eating human flesh or some particular parts of the body can make you sick. I don't even know how they digest like a human body. Like, for me, a human body, I feel like it's very rubbery and very like elastic. I feel like if you eat it, it's very chewy. I don't know how I know, but that's just in my mind. That's just how a human body tastes, or not even tastes, that's how it feels, like the texture or whatever. So yeah. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna tell you two international famous cannibalists that I think are like most well known. So the first one is Jeffrey Dahmer. So Dahmer was actually a serial killer, and he killed over 17 young men. So for him, what was important was the body form. So I guess if you like the way your physique was built, then you will be a potential victim for him. So he would engage in sexual acts with like mostly drugged out or decapacitated young men, and then he would actually take pictures and then relive his whole experience later. Like, he would take pictures and then later he would indulge in his art, and then he actually made stews which with his body parts, and he obviously kept the body parts in different parts of his house, like the refrigerator or a drum, just like many cannibalists. That's where they keep their body parts. And then he kept some body parts as souvenirs, because why not? Alright, and then the other one is Armin Mewes. He wasn't even a serial killer. He just had a fantasy of eating a human being. And he also, like I mentioned earlier, with attachment issues, he had a longing to have a little brother. So together with the little brother and his fantasy, he decided to go on the Cannibalist what website and actually put out an ad saying that he's looking for somebody to eat. And somebody actually replied to his ad, and he's like, I want to be eaten, I don't know. So anyway, so they got together, and then Armin cut off the guy's privates and then cooked it, obviously. And then while they were still eating it, because the guy also wanted to actually taste himself, the dude died. And then Armin actually didn't like the taste of the dude's privates. So he actually gave it to his dog. And then he finished off the dude because the dude was bleeding out, right? So he was dying, and then Armin, I think, stabbed him to death or slit his throat or something. But yeah, he finished off the dude, and then he actually ate the dude's body parts over a period of 10 months. So yeah, so those are the two international ones that I found interesting or are spoken of the most. So another thing that I wanted to answer was, what does a body part taste like? Like what can you liken the taste of eating a person to? And the answer is, drum roll please, pork. So yeah, human body tastes like pork, but a very like intense and strong flavor of pork. So basically, the next time you're at a friend's house, a family member's house, and they're cooking pork, love yourself, okay? Practice self-love and don't eat omiti. I'm joking, but yeah, human body parts taste like pork. Okay, so what about cannibalism in Africa? So historically, cannibalism has been used in religious or cultural rituals in Africa. So they would eat a relative's body parts to cleanse their spirits, or in order to like show that person respect, and as a means of like letting that person live forever, type of thing. Like this one, I don't know, because are you not gonna digest the person and then go to the toilet? So how are they living forever? But they probably had their own reasons, right? And then it was also used during a famine, so when there was no food, yeah, so they would eat, I guess, body parts in the place of food because there was no food. And it was also seen as a cure for overpopulation. But with like the way it was done in Africa, I don't think it's the same as like when a murderer does it, because I don't think they kill the person with the intent of eating them. I think once the person has died or passed on, then instead of wasting the person or their body parts, then they would eat them because they had their reasons, you know. It's either for the rituals or because of overpopulation or famine. Alright, and then in South Africa, particularly in today's day and age, it is used for traditional medicine, so like for muti. And the people who practice cannibalism, I guess, they believe that they will get power or good fortune or money or luck, whatever it is good, the good thing that they want, they will get it from eating a human body. And most of the time it's females. Like they believe that like a female's body is like it's stronger, I guess, like you will get what you want. Yeah, so cannibalism is not a crime. Like if they catch you, they won't arrest you for eating the body parts. They'll arrest you for murder, for possession of human tissue, for theft of human body parts, or wait, there's something else, mutilating a corpse, so like cutting the human body up. So that's what you'll be arrested for, and not for cannibalism specifically, right? Okay, so some examples in South Africa include the one traditional here. I'll put the links below so that you guys, if you want like the full details of the cases or whatever. So there was one traditional healer who actually walked into a police station and was like, listen, I am tired of eating human body parts. Like, I'm just sick of it at this point. So he actually took himself to a police station. That's how sick of it he was. And it was actually a group of them, and they kidnapped, raped, killed, and ate females, obviously. We're in trouble, okay? So, yeah, and then there was another dude who was eating body parts, and actually somebody else called the police on him because I guess the smell was very disturbing. So somebody called the popo, and then when they got to his house, they actually found that he was cooking the body parts inside a three-legged pot. Yeah, and then there was another dude in Cape Town who I think he was being accused of sleeping with somebody's girlfriend or being in a relationship with that person's girlfriend. So he killed this person who was accusing him and actually ate his heart. So that happened. So with that, I'm closing up this video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys found it interesting. You guys can go read up on more cases. There's a lot in South Africa actually. I think a lot more than we know of or think there are. So yeah, you guys can definitely go read up on that and get more info. And thank you guys for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will hear from you in the comment section, and I will see you guys next time.